Alright, so we're here in Amsterdam, we're here with the band Boston Manor from England.
You know that I mean well, but I missed your call, but I forgot to return it.
Your tour is just starting with Knuckle Puck. What are you expecting to do later this week?
I don't know. I mean, it's just started in mainland. We've been on tour for about 2 weeks in the UK, but we can't wait. Like, we played Belgium yesterday. It was sick. We're here now. It's like one of my favourite cities, so I'm stoked to be here. And yeah, like there's a lot of cool places we're going to this week. So can't wait. We've got loads planned.
Yeah. What does it feel like to tour with bands like Knuckle Puck?
It's really cool, man. It's nice because like we all really like those bands, and we've been listening to them for a while, and it's just like it's cool to kind of meet them and hang out with them as well, because like they seem like cool dudes, and we all kind of get along, and it's just chill. It's really easy,
So you're playing with as well as British bands as American bands. Does it go well together?
Well, so far on this tour it has. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's good. It's an eclectic mix of people as well. So there's always like great stories and just like how do you pronounce certain words and good banter and stuff, and it just keeps things really interesting. And then like I guess like the music as well, like there's certain similarities on both sides in the music, and it's just really nice. Yeah.
So cool. What similarities and what difference do you experience in those bands?
I think
between British and American
there's the tiny things like yesterday I was spraying on some deodorant, and all of Knuckle Puck looked at me like I'd fallen out of a tree, and they were like, what are you doing? And I was like, I was putting some deodorant on. And they're like, do you not use roll-on? And I was like, no, I don't use that. And they were like, oh, because like no grown-up people in the US use spray apparently. So I was like, what do we do here, And then just other stuff like differences in food and to a degree humour. Like there's a lot of, we have in some respects a similar sense of humour to Knuckle Puck and Seaway, and in some respects very different. I find it interesting to kind of.
Can you give an example, some joke that doesn't get on there?
Nothing springs to mind. I don't know.
There's a lot of British sayings as well.
All bands have just been laughing the whole tour, so I think it's pretty.
That's the most important.
Yeah, I think we're all a pretty good fit. I find culture differences very interesting.
Right. So let's talk about your music. Last year you released your EP Saudade. What does that word mean?
It describes something that's missing. Like it can be something that you've experienced or haven't experienced, something that's an absence.
It's an emotional absence, isn't it? Like it could be a person or it could be like a feeling. Some people have said that it's like a longing for something that they've still not experienced yet, or they've yet to experience, and it's quite like it's one of those things where you don't know, like you feel it but you don't know the word, you don't know how to express it, and then we all came across this word and they were like, oh my god, yeah, we've all felt that, and it really kind of complemented the music on the record as well.
Yeah, because are there things from your life that you feel are missing?
Big question.
I think Jaap.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's down to the small things like people when we're away, and the big things like parts of ourselves that are lost in childhood and in growing up and in sort of the wider world of your social circles and your friends and your family, and elements of innocence, all sorts of things that change, and you're like, wow, I guess I'll never do that again. That's something that will never happen to me again, or that's a feeling that I'll never have again. That's what the EP is about. And then, like Mike says, we just kind of found this word and we were like, wow, that really just kind of sums it up.
Right. Because you've put out 2 EPs, and later this year you will put out your first full-length album.
Yeah.
What's it like to switch from making EPs to one big album?
It's tough. It's also like a hell of a lot of fun. You can have. I feel like you can sort of put way more creativity into it, and you can really just like dissect each song and kind of rework it as much as you want. And
you've got more to play with.
You've got plenty of stuff to do. You can be like, oh well, this song wouldn't probably fit on an EP, but on an album on like a grander scale, it really works, and we can just play with like instruments that like Rhodes and like stuff like cool keyboards and like xylophones and things, and
it's one of the hardest things I think I've ever done is write an album.
I think we'd all say that.
Yeah, mentally, physically draining, but it was amazing. I mean, like I says, it is sort of, we've been writing for like 4, 5, 6 tracks before, and it's kind of like, you don't have as much, to make a unified record, you know, it needs to have a kind of sound that is universal across that record, so even if it's an EP, you can't, if you have one song that is crazy out there, it just feels like it doesn't fit on the record, you know. I'm sure we've all heard records where there's that song that doesn't seem like it's really part of that record, so you can't kind of reach too far, whereas if you've got 10, 12, 13 songs, you know, your scope is a lot wider, and you can explore different elements of your music and stuff, which is, like I said, is what we were trying to do on this record, really. It was a lot of fun.
Alright, so what can we expect in sound? You already said some different instruments, but what else?
I don't know, it's just sort of, people are just going to kind of have to hear it, I guess. It's
because it's still you, it will still sound like you.
Of course,
I think it sounds more like us than anything we've done before.
Yeah.
Like we absolutely like. I think Saudade. I think we kind of discovered like well and truly what our sound was between the 5 of us. And on this album, we just like completely capitalised on that, and we knew exactly where we were musically with each other.
Yeah, they pushed harder in sections and pulled back on things.
We knew exactly what we wanted to do, and that thing it completely came out on the album, and then I feel like that's our sound at the moment.
With these songs than I've been with anything, any other songs that we've written. It just feels like us, you know. If you like Saudade, you'll like the album, definitely. But there's something, most cliche line, but there is something in there for everyone. Like we did pull back a lot more than we thought we were going to on some songs, and then some songs are a lot more kind of out there. I think.
So when can we expect new music from you?
I guess first single probably August.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Late summer, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. We're aiming for September for the album release, but it's anyone's guess. You know, these things can change. That's when we're being told. But yeah.
Let's hope for the best.
Yeah.
What's it going to be called?
Can't tell you.
I can't tell. All right, guys. Good luck tonight, and we'll see the album
Thank you, man.
later this year.
Cheers.